Welcome to Hannity, and this is a Fox News alert. At this hour, Nutty Jerry Nadler's circus, his shift show, is now still ongoing. We're going to monitor the charade throughout the hour. Plus, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, he will join us. He will tell us, well, if they do impeach the president, what will happen in the Senate. Important information. But tonight we start on November the 8th, 2016. 62 million Americans, we, the American people, you shocked the world, you voted for Donald Trump. He won a whopping 304 electoral votes. He carried over 30 states. And now Democrats are officially trying to flush that free and fair election down the toilet based on 0 high crimes, 0 misdemeanors, and 0 counts of bribery and 0 counts of treason. This is what we've gotten for 3 long years. Just 2 made-up, baseless, weak, factless charges that would never be allowed in a court of law. This charade boils down to one thing and one thing only, and that is the left, liberals, Democrats, socialists, and their media mob friends. They think that they know better than we, the people that voted for this president. Now, they look down their noses at us. Fine. They have contempt for our values, our views, and our life, and our way of life. They hate us, and they hate our choice for president. So for 3 years, 3 long years, they have desperately tried to undo an election and impeach Donald Trump. Don't take my word for it. Just listen to their dear, fearless leader, Speaker Pelosi, earlier this week. This is quite revealing. Take a look.
One of the biggest criticisms of the process has been the speed at which the House Democrats are moving. If this is, but seriously though, seriously.
It's been going on for 22 months, okay?
but
2.5 years, actually.
2.5 years since he got there. Rare moment of truth, even for Pelosi. Now, first, way back in January 2017, it was the Russia hoax in coordination with a corrupt, deceitful, propaganda, state-run Democratic Socialist TV mob in the media. Democrats have lied over and over and over again about Trump and Russia and collusion. The only collusion was the dirty Russian dossier that Hillary paid for. Then you got the compromised, corrupt, congenital liar, Adam Schiff. Said he had ample and significant evidence of collusion. Then we had the Schiff show, now the Nutty Nadler Schiff show. By the way, he's now running his own bull Schiff show. And he said there was collusion in plain sight, remember? Or Eric Swalwell. Oh, he did great in his run for the presidency, saying the president acts on Russia's behalf. Well, maybe it was Hillary who bought the Russian dossier. You got NBC News, chief conspiracy theorist. You got Area 51, Roswell Rachel Maddow, calling Trump a Russian op. Tom Brokaw, speak up. Are you proud of this? They were all lying through their teeth. 3 years, lies, misinformation, propaganda. They have smears, slander, besmirchment. This is who they are. This is what they do. 4 separate investigations found 0 evidence of Trump-Russia collusion. None. Zip. A huge blow to the Democrats' plan to impeach the president. They thought Mueller would get them over the finish line. So instead of apologizing for the years of lying to the country and putting the country through hell, well, they just simply move on to Plan B. Let's make up a new conspiracy theory. We'll call it the Ukrainian hoax. And now the election fast approaching. Democrats, they don't have any time to waste now. They can't rely on the American people to do their bidding. Take a look.
We cannot rely on an election to solve our problems when the president threatens the very integrity of that election. So, with a heavy heart, but clear in my duty to our country, I support these articles of impeachment. I urge my colleagues to support them as well.
All right, despite his heavy, nutty heart of Nadler, well, he's now racing to get this thing across the finish line. And, of course, Pelosi announced that a vote will take place next week. For the past 10 straight hours, again today, Democrats in the House Judiciary Committee, they've been holding an all-day marathon. We got to get it done before Christmas hearing. In case you missed it, you learned absolutely nothing new all day. No new facts presented, no evidence introduced, no witnesses called. There's only been one fact witness. Everyone else hearsay or opinion. Instead, we hear from a bunch of Democratic lawmakers totally divorced from reality, living in the land of rage and hate and psychosis against Trump. One congressman comparing the impeachment charade actually to the civil rights and suffrage movements. Wow, they think a lot of themselves. Take a look.
Some will cynically argue that the impeachment of this president will further divide an already fractured union. Slavery once divided the nation, but emancipators rose up to clarify that all men are created equally. Suffrage once divided the nation, but women rose up to clarify that all voices must be heard in our democracy. Jim Crow once divided the nation, but civil rights champions rose up to clarify that all are entitled to equal protection under the law.
And all lies and all conspiracy theories have to be peddled. And as per usual, Democrats are clearly more interested in hyping up their own witch trial than actually getting to any truth or real justice, because the truth is not good for the Democratic Party. Take a look.
And this amendment strikes the reference to Joe Biden as the center of the proposed investigation and replaces it with the true topic of the investigation, Burisma and Hunter Biden. Hertz called the Prescott Police Department, and officers filed a narcotics offense report listing items seized in the car, including a plastic bag containing white powdery substance, a Secret Service business card, credit cards, and Hunter Biden's driver's license. It's a little hard to believe that Burisma hired Hunter Biden to resolve their international disputes when he could not resolve his own dispute with Hertz rental car over leaving cocaine and a crack pipe in the car.
Congressman Matt Gaetz advocating for an amendment to the articles of impeachment that would actually include language about Hunter Biden and, zero experience and the millions he's paid. Well, it's pretty simple. It was a quid and a pro and a quo by Joe and Hunter. Zero experience. Hunter, of course, was selling his access to his father. That's the real evidence of real abuse of power, which they ignore. Gates' amendment was ultimately defeated along party lines, along with several other amendments. The American people, we know what's going on here. This is nothing but a partisan circus to undo an election. President Trump will never be convicted in the Senate. Senator Graham will dismiss, and Senator McConnell will dismiss these phony charges, and all the other Republican senators. Look at your screen. Look at these 31 Democrats from those districts that President Trump carried in 2016. See Nancy Pelosi? She is now making all of those lawmakers walk the plank for nothing, sacrificing those seats to placate her radical extreme socialist base. And now some of these lawmakers are starting to waffle and buckle under the pressure. Take a look.
Are you ready to vote for them?
No, what I'm going to do right now is do what I was always trained to do as a CIA officer, which is sit by myself with the full body of information.
The question going forward will be, are these lawmakers going to do Pelosi's bidding, or will they actually represent the people that hired them?